Control, we have Tycoon clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford Protocol.
Clear procedures, check. Guidance go.
Okay, algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Minus 30 seconds.
Deflectors out.
Minus 15 operating batches. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Ignition.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off.
Launch sequence complete. EMB Charon heading for low Earth orbit. Transferring data to inner heaven. What's the receipt?
Keep it rolling.
Visualize approaching near Tycoon structure.
PVS Tycoon to EMV Share. You have clearance for final approach. EMV Share. You have been assigned to Tycoon Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers. Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tycoon. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tycoon's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and Dolos colonization tests.
Welcome back, DigiDs. Man, I have been waiting to play this game again, and I tell you what, I'm excited to be loading this up again. This is my first time loading it up with the new PC, at least. I mentioned it prior in one of my videos before that there's some of these other games I wanted to get to. You know what? And now that we're in-game, let me turn down the the in-game music. Perfect, there we go. But I've been meaning to play this game again. I mean, I never really got a chance to finish it because on my old PC, I couldn't really get past even like the later end missions because it got so laggy near the end with so much going on. I just really couldn't get anywhere with it. So I'm excited to finally get a chance to be able to finish this because hopefully it won't be laggy. If this computer gets laggy, then there's got to be something wrong. But I'm excited to play this again. I have a new mindset of how I want to start this entire colony. It is kind of a survival city building sense, but it's got a really cool background. It's got a lot of different dialogue and like, you know, lore that's happening at the same time. And, you know, I'm going to try to do a like mission or, you know, like chapter per episode. I will say Halo is definitely still one of my primaries. I work the weekends. Sadly, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So today being Friday, I don't really have the energy to necessarily go play a full FPS for 40 minutes and get a, you know, great commentary the entire time. I'm not saying that this commentary is going to be Class A grade either, but, you know, in the end, I'm still excited to play this again. It's just a little bit more lax. It's not so intensive, so I say. But, yeah, I think this first mission will be pretty easy, more or less, from what I remember, that I don't have to really do any editing. Maybe in future episodes I'll have to do a little bit of editing, but, yeah, I mean, you know, it being my work week, I don't want to do any editing. I just want to record a video and get it out there. You know, maybe tomorrow, if I remember the missions, I could do another IXION. I might do a little bit of Halo tomorrow. We'll see. But otherwise, my very last backup might be some Rocket League. You know, but without further ado, I say let's just jump right into it. Let's see if I remember how to play. If I remember anything, I'll give a quick breakdown. So it is kind of a bit of a city builder. You got your resources all at the top. Of course, that'll all explained as we come along. You know, this little robot Eden will explain it to us as we come and do, and as they become important, right? A lot of the stuff won't come into play until later on. But our primary focus is, you know, we got our food. We got our food with like these green arrow, you know, like green little bits. We got our steel. We got, you know, I even forget what these green ones are. It's been probably about 3-4 months since I've played this because I just couldn't finish it. So, you know what? Why even try to explain it? Let's have the game explain it for us. It has a lot of cool cinematics, a lot of cool lore and stuff going on in the background. So I hope some of you space lovers and maybe even just casual city builders, I mean, it's not so much of a city, it's a survival city. It's weird, right? It's a weird middle ground, but I hope that you guys enjoy. And, you know, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, I only got, at this point, I only got 22 subscribers, I believe. And I average about 20 to about 40 views per video. Obviously, I am not expecting to getting thousands or millions per video at this point. But, hey, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like it. Leave a comment down below. I haven't really gotten too many comments yet. And let me know what you think. Maybe the type of people who are here at the very beginning of this adventure of my YouTube quote-unquote career. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. Maybe more I've played Age of Empires, Minecraft, Halo, and now this at this point. I even, in the very long past, 2-3 years ago, I played Shadow of War and, you know, like, what was it, like 60 Seconds to Live or something like that. And, yeah, I even put out a short video on my Steam list of games that I own. But other than that, I'm talking too much. Let's just play the game. Shut up and just play the game. Next transmission.
Administrator, I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks personally. I'm Doloz's cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Vol engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your research teams will carry out a brief survey of local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tycoon's core functions. It's no big deal. There's the production, stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon following the first test of its Vol engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos's focus on the Tycoon. But this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tycoon back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer Dolos. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
All right. So if I remember a little bit about anything, I think, first of all, I can already tell a little bit of a problem with the audio. Not a problem, but I'm going to have to turn down... Where is it? Let's turn down the music. As much as I love the music in the background, you know, in terms of recording, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? It's, I mean, kind of... Let's turn it up a tiny bit. Okay. A tiny bit turns it up 25%. Because there is going to be a lot of dialogue that happens, at least in these first couple of missions. So maybe later on I'll turn up the music just to have some background music that, you know, won't get copyrighted. I hope. We'll find out. You'll find out in the next video if that I do of this. Because if it gets copyrighted, I'll have to do something different. I might have to load up Ludwig's... might have to load up Ludwig's, like, what do they call it? Orchestral classic music that he made specifically to not be copyrighted. I'll have to load that up instead. So, if I remember anything, I want to basically just get rid of all of this steel. I just want to get rid of all of these buildings immediately. So, right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and just make stockpiles. And, you know what? Oh. It's only going to let me make one? Maybe it's because I'm in the tutorial phase. Or should I bother the concession of all our buildings inside the Tycoon by sending a mech to construction sites? Yeah, you know what? Let's put that there. Because, you know, the direction that these buildings have their arrows face does kind of matter. Not in a larger... You know what? No, I lied. In a larger sense. Because there is travel time, right? It seems very... Oh, just attach it to the road. But there is travel time between all the different buildings. So it's kind of important. Let's go ahead and get steel loaded up. Why? Okay, now I can do other extra stockpiles. I'm going to do one there. Not all entry points are constructed. Okay. Okay, I see how it's going. Let's just go ahead and build roads to all of this. Let's get everything attached. There we go. I don't know if that got attached. Let's get rid of that. Attach that. Ooh, this is going to have to be a weird zigzag of roads. Let's get it all connected. I don't think I am... You know, no, I am. I'm definitely missing stuff over here. That's all connected. Even though buildings are connected, doesn't mean that because one building is connected via road, doesn't mean that the next building is connected via road. So I'm going to do all that. And yeah, let's just get all this harvested. You know, let's get everything just going. I don't want anything in my way, anything getting in the way of my progress and building up buildings, my designs. Can't harvest. I don't have a stockpile for that one yet. Ooh, I did miss a road here.
Administrator, I have established a connection with
There we go.
Dolus's lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
All right, well, I mean, it's going to be a common theme, I think, you know, as you've seen in some of my past videos and in all of my future videos. I'm going to try to not talk when there is important dialogue going on, and in this very first couple missions, I feel like a lot of the dialogue is important, so I'm just going to kind of let the game talk and explain what they want to explain. I mean, maybe that's just a personal pet peeve that I've had for watching other YouTubers, is that they always... I get it, it's commentary, you want to keep on talking, it is how it is. It's the genre, more or less, and you want to get your voice out there, but man, half the time, I'm watching to see the game. And if they just talk over the dialogue the entire time, or maybe do something like I'm doing now, just keep on talking without playing the goddamn game, then, you know, then, it gets a little annoying. So, without further ado, I'm just hit next transmission. Is there a timer? It's gonna go anyway. Hey, let's find out.
Administrator.
Yep.
Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos' lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation. As is often the case with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of vol jumping. Whilst there is a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a vol jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being recorded by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Alright, so basically saying that if we go on a big old jump, then, we might suddenly get dementia? I guess what they're saying? Okay. Sure. I mean, you can't be mad at what you can't remember to be mad at? I think I said that correct. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. So, I'm a little upset immediately off of the spacing. Is there a way, can I get rid of... I can dismantle the entire building. Ooh. So, I remember this docking bay being in a precarious situation where I really hated its location. And you know what? Let's just, let's get rid of that. Let's just stop it right now. I already know what's gonna come from it. It needs to stop right now. Get rid of that docking bay. I want to move it to the corner. Because I think you already saw kind of how the spacing worked with here. And I got like, hang on, let me pull. So I want to have one road in between that allows, so these stockpiles don't have to go all the way down a road, down and around, and down to where they got to go, right? I want to have a weird, like, in-between road so they have less travel time. But now I got this weird two-space thing that's going on. So I want to see where my spacing lies when I kind of move this docking bay. And, oh, what's this? I got an event available? Administrator. Tycoon crew members are currently unable to access food supplies. Tycoon's protocols direct the construction of a mess hall. This building is designed to distribute food from our stockpiles to the crew. Guaranteeing access to food supplies would reaffirm your competency as an administrator. Alright, noted. New objective, communal dining. Yep, so I feel like it's gonna kind of try to move me along a little bit. Where food? Probably underneath the food tab. Ooh, I don't really have space for this at the moment, so let's just throw that down willy-nilly right there. Okay, back to the docking bay. I can just put it like right there, can't I? No. Stop. Dismantle. I want this one away. Now, what you might be able to tell is that some of these have arrows coming out from these doors. That is because eventually you do unlock other sectors. So with that being said, I don't want to explain too much because I'll let the game explain that as we progress through the game. So I want that at least one away. That's just going to be the most beneficial in the long run. Let's just get that started, get those roads built. Now, how am I doing on space in terms of stockpiles? I can do boom and... ah, not quite. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So, you know, I should be able to do is... where is my mess hall? There it is. Space is a little funny. However, there isn't like a population necessarily moving around. You do see these people walking around, yes. But I believe it doesn't really matter. Like, the people are just kind of like background characters. So I kind of want this mess hall in range of all these stockpiles. And let's even do 2. Those are kind of my biggest concerns. I'm just making sure that everything... yeah, let's dismantle this. Get rid of all that, now that I got space for it. You're a steel. You're a steel. Alright. While that is all going on, let's just kind of continue along with the dialogue and just let that build, let them get all this stuff, and let's just listen to the story a little bit. Never mind. Nothing happened after that. I wonder if there's like a priority thing. You know, it did ask me to get the mess hall finished, so maybe after the next mess hall, it'll progress and see what's going on after that. Oh, I can high priority stuff. Okay, high priority that. All those stockpiles got done, so let's go ahead and remove all this. I'm sure there are design choices that I'm already making I'm going to regret in the future, but I already feel a lot happier with how it has progressed so far. Accidentally already deleted that. Maintenance. I'm going to want a second maintenance shop for sure. I want more building to be done. I want that as a high priority. High priority. Should be getting done quickly.
Administrator.
Well, that got done.
An incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
Well, I called it. As soon as the mess hall got done, we are ready for the next section. Yeah. Next transmission, and hopefully while we listen, these roads will get done. I hope I didn't just mess myself up with that somehow. But, yeah, let's listen.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even so, they are a small organization. The Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic connectors. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Alright, now we're starting to get to, as it says, new objective, space exploration. Alright, so I don't remember what button that is. Fleet management. Oh, this is not what I meant to, not what I was looking for, but hey, you got your cargo ships, you got your mining ships, you can alter what they are all doing in terms of priority. So without going into that too much, because I don't really get access to a lot of that at the moment.
A new request awaits your attention.
I know a new request. Where? Maybe the glowing thing? Ah, you know, probably the magnifying glass. Some crew members are lacking quarters. Ah, they want homes. There are more pressure. There are more pressure and resources needs. Or, you know what? Make sure that all the crew have homes. I forgot about homes. New objective. Quarters. Makes sense. They need houses. With that being said, oh, where do I want to hang on? Is there a pause button? Is there a way to just pause the game without hitting the menu key bindings? Pan, rotate, zooming, reset, toggle pause, space, pause. Okay. Housing. I remember housing being a big issue. You had to spend a lot of room for housing in each sector. So I kind of want that all off to one section. But you know what? I don't want all these cordoned off because they will be away from production. But I think first I'll go right, not left. So maybe I should just focus on crew. How much do these make? 15 crew members. Okay, yeah, let's just put down 3 there. So that'll have 44. Put a whole row down there. Whole thing down there. Takes 15. I've got 100. Why am I even doing that? I got resources at the top. 390. Well, let's just plan for the future. That is going to bother me. I can't fit that in there. Ooh. Okay. But they are like this, which means I can fit infirmaries. Yes, just like that. So let's get rid of that. I just wanted that for spacing. And let's attach these roads at the bottom. So I guess it's not all bad. Maybe I just do that. Call it good. Why not? Food, just a mess hall. Perfect. Okay, let's unpause. Let's high priority this building. I need to get the docking bay finished. I probably need that for the next part of the missions, I'd imagine. Because he was talking about space exploration, and, you know, Oh, I have 85 homeless? 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. I do math. Shut up. I hear the judgment. I lie. I did really... I did pretty decent in school. You know, I never got any, like, real C's or D's. I did, like, B's and A's in most of my school. You know, American school. But, man, the only class I ever really failed was one art class, which is a story for another day. That was on purpose. But the other one was algebra. Algebra 2. And... look, I do math just fine, but you tell me to find the exponent of x over b squared. Who does that? I'm not being a NASA engineer. I'm trying to get into aviation, sure, but they got their own equations for that. I don't need to know all those weird subpar equations that had nothing to do with what I'm doing at work. It was too much. It was too much. Get that connected. Perfect. Alright, so what am I doing? There was something I had to do. Tutorial views. No, let's get all those out of the way. Clicking on them didn't seem to do anything. Something that I'm looking for. It was talking about cargo. Oh. If I scroll out. Okay. Ah! I need to make a cargo ship. I need to make a science ship. Probably a second science ship right now. Okay, yeah, they're bringing all this stuff to it to build them. I got 90 polymer. It's gonna take 20, 25, and 25, so 50. Yeah, so 50, 70. So I'm gonna have 20 left over. Neat. Oh, and there does have a accelerate time, so let's just go ahead and put that on the fastest. Oh my god, I just noticed. All my things are up here in the very top left. Did not even notice that the entire time. Okay, well, I can already tell I'm gonna need more crew quarters immediately. Yep, get that all just situated. I don't know if I need a road on that side, so let's hold off.
Due to insufficient levels
Blackout.
of electricity generation, Sector 1's power demand has overloaded. Stanford routines recommend that you construct an external solar panel to boost overall electrical output.
Okay, makes sense. I need to deactivate things. The power management view to reduce power consumption. Power management view. Power management view. Power management. Power. Ah! Power management view. I did not know about this in my last playthrough of this game. So they take power even if they're not built. I lied.
Power restored.
Okay. So get out of this. Okay, I don't need a second infirmary at the moment, and I don't need a second mess hall at the moment. So a single mess hall serves food for up to 500 crew members every 5 seconds. I do not need a second one yet at all. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Construct a science ship in the docking bay. Not yet. Okay, let's fast forward again. I hope I get my resources back if I disband my science ship. I don't know if I need to. Dang, this is taking a while. Even on fast forward. There we go. Okay, slow it down. Order the cargo ship. Okay, fleet management. I do have a cargo. Order the cargo ship to retrieve food via the fleet management window. Food. See, you do have different priorities. You got full square, you got little square inside of bright square, and then you got little square inside of dark square, and then you got dark square, which is nothing. So I want bright square. Y'all following along? Good. But I don't need these roads anymore. Let's get rid of them. Perfect. Get rid of that. You know, I don't necessarily even need these yet either. Maybe in the future I will, but I'm just kind of planning ahead. Which, you know, speaking of planning ahead, let's just put a road down all of that. That goes off any side. So, is there a space view? Where is space view? Planetary system map. Okay. Well, I'm in the Sol system. You know, SOL, which for some of you may not have ever known. Yeah, our solar system, you know, one with the sun, is called the Sol system. SOL. It is, well, Sol system. I don't know how else to explain that. There we go. Select the science ship, send it to go. Now, if it sounds silent, that's okay. It's not you. It's both of us. When you're in the system map, there isn't really a lot of sound going on.
Has arrived at its destination.
Oh, pretty quick. So, summary of intelligence of the band base. The base is out of commission. Auxiliary systems are operational and could be used to restore power. Transmission from the Francis team. We have reached the UN base. It is abandoned and depressurized. The surveillance system is still operational. Awaiting orders? Ooh, you know, Hulking into the Francis team will access the base's central systems and retrieve a confidential data present, or dismantle the base. I feel like the data might be a little bit, you know, yeah, exploit the important? Why we can just dismantle the base after we find the data, right? I don't think there should be any issue with that. So it's my second. It is almost done. It is done. So if I go back out here, yeah, I got a second ship. I got the Francis. That's not the Francis, it's the François. What is that little squiggly below the C? French people, help me out. But I guess SS sensitive, go help out Saturn. I should not be naming things SS when I have a lisp. It is not going to help my cause. At all. So that's almost done. Let's just speed up and get that finished.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Perfect, yeah. 10 science. Okay. And yeah, now I can dismantle the base. That makes sense. Find the data, then dismantle. Why would you not? Speed along. What's going on inside? Those all got done. I've got 360 alloys. I'm calling them steel, but come on, that's such a steel icon. Alloys are finished.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
Good. A signature trace from the EKP system has detected near Saturn. EKP technology is exclusive property of Dolos, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to the sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. Ooh. The Sensitive's team will perform an EVA to locate and investigate the signature, or once the signature has passed through Saturn's atmosphere, the Sensitive team will analyze EKP's residuals and verify the signature's origin. I think we should go and investigate. Makes more sense, right? So they're doing their thing. Everything's on fast forward. I've got food. I've got the infirmary. I've got housing.
The team has completed a task.
I should be set to go and just pay attention to this stuff, right? It's been dismantled. Most equipment damaged. Some usable resources for extraction. Perfect. Yeah, good to go. Let's get all that science. I suppose at this point I'm just kind of waiting. I want to get all that science going. This still has one full cycle. Let's take a look at inside. Is there anything extra I could be building at the moment that the tutorial has not let on about? Tech lab. That seems pretty important. I know that's important. I'm going to have to use that.
A science ship team has completed a task.
So let's get that going. This is the main road. I don't know how I want to do that road yet. A little conflicted. What'd you finish? Saturn! You finished Saturn. The prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to use a variation of EKP. We have stripped it down and recovered schematics. Okay, cool. No, don't use it. I need Francis. And there is only one extra location to go to. I'm going to send them both there in case I get like more science to discover from, well, Mars. Then it'll probably go quicker.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Dolus's head of medicine, Dr. Avinav Munchie. Overworked. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munchie, Dolo's expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague, Philip Stanford, couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the whole engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities, You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you're equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
My apologies. It seems that when I went into the power management mode, it kind of paused the dialogue. Didn't know it was going to do that. I have got hungry people. Oh boy. So Mars. The UN has established a facility on Mars. Its crew are currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in the oxygen supply system. Yeah, let's repair the fault in exchange for research data. Repair the fault in exchange for resources. Let's go ahead and get the resources, and we can assign one of our cargo ships to it. Good. Alright, so we still have the problem that I'm running out of food. I guess it hasn't gotten to the point of making me make food. Cargo ship is there, got the resources, and they have left. Neat. I guess I don't need these active anymore. Or rather, I should keep it active, get rid of that. There we go. Okay, now I've got all the room I need. Those don't need to be active. Get rid of that. I've still got room for those. I've got, what, 14 and 22, so I've got 36. Yeah, 36 available.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Completed a task. Great. The oxygen supply system has been repaired. The relationship between Dolos and our competitor has improved by 36%. Okay. I don't know who our competitor is. Honestly, kind of forgotten at this point. But seems good. It wants me to research EVA airlock via the technology tree. Constructing EVA airlock. Okay. I've got 13 power left, and it only takes 12 to do this. Perfect. Let's take a look at our technology tree. Well, this is certainly a lot. EVA airlock. Alright. Well, you know what, though? I think before we take the next step into the rest of this game, this episode is already getting pretty long. Earlier in this recording, I said I didn't want to do a long 40 to 40 minute, like 40, 45 minute recording like I do with Halo Infinite. We're currently sitting at 43 minutes and, wait for it, and 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds. I've been having fun. I didn't realize it was taking that long. These games really can just take the time out of you. So I think, man, again, I wanted to do one mission per recording, but I know that we still have probably like another 30 minutes of playtime after this, and just this mission startup area alone. Maybe 20 if, you know, I do it kind of fast and don't talk so much, but it's a commentary. What do you want? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. Let's go ahead and pause before my people starve. I know there's already kind of an issue with that I saw before. But let's go ahead and leave it here. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I still work, but I think tomorrow, you know what? Not I think. I know that tomorrow I will play more of this and I will finish this mission because there's something that I'm super excited to show you guys. I kid you not, the next episode, we will finish this mission and there's something, well, no pun intended, astronomically fantastic, fanatical even, that I just adore. You know, I've only gotten maybe like a quarter, maybe halfway through this game, but I tell you that the way that I fell in love with this game is what happens in the next video. So hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see more on these different games I've been playing, what you'd like to see more of, and thank you for watching, DGDs, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.